So ladies and gentlemen, one of the most anticipated movies of the year is finally out, Avengers Age of Ultron, and it's pretty awesome, although it is not without flaws. So Avengers Age of Ultron is obviously the sequel to 2012's Avengers, but follows the events of Captain America the Winter Soldier. The movie opens up with the Avengers assaulting a Hydra base, and it's a really cool action sequence. And it is here that we are also introduced to the new characters, the two new characters, the twins, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I'll talk about that more in a bit. But not long after that, Tony Stark creates Ultron, and despite being a peacekeeping program, he decides that the best way to save humanity is to kill everyone. So naturally this is a big problem, and the Avengers have to go save the world from being destroyed by Ultron. James Spader, the guy that voices Ultron, absolutely nails his performance. Ultron was pretty badass in this movie. He's this tall Terminator-looking robot that's basically just messing with the Avengers and causing trouble here and there. Although I did feel that despite how awesome he is, he was kind of underused. I mean, he basically went from point A to point B to point C to point D, did some stuff, messed around, caused some trouble, and then the Avengers would come and save the day. The trailers made him look like he's some sort of unstoppable Terminator that will really caused some serious problems for the Avengers, but didn't actually turn out to be like that. He was still causing a lot of trouble and pretty much drove the movie, but he wasn't quite the badass, merciless Terminator that the trailers made him out to be. Nonetheless, I still liked him as a villain and a character, so he was definitely awesome. And I also really like the twins Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. They're pretty well defined roles within the movie and not just some side characters that Marvel decided to just throw in the movie for fun, you know? X-Men Days of Future Past Quicksilver was still cooler than this Quicksilver, but he was still pretty cool. And I really like Scarlet Witch because she had some awesome powers that look crazy good on screen. And of course it also helps that Elizabeth Olsen is a pretty good actress. We also get a bit more backstory in Black Widow and Hawkeye, and I thought that was really awesome because those two are basically the most human of the Avengers. Although I have to say that they had this really weird romantic subplot between Black Widow and Bruce Banner, which was, I felt, really weird and awkward considering it kind of came out of nowhere. There was no hint of it in any previous movies. Hulk wasn't even in the previous movie that Black Widow was in, which was Captain America Winter Soldier, so that felt really awkward and out of place. And anytime they had some romantic scenes on screen, it was just unconvincing and I just didn't buy it. And I felt that the movie could have been a lot better without having a romantic subplot thrown in there between Black Widow and Hulk, which is a bit unusual to begin with anyway. But nonetheless, it didn't take away much from everything else, which is awesome. All the action sequences are awesome. Hulk vs. Hulkbuster is awesome. And overall, the movie is just extremely fun and entertaining to watch. But like I said, it is not without flaws, and the flaws lie in the story, which wasn't too extensive, and I felt that, again, Ultron was kind of underused. There were certain story elements that were just glossed over really fast or weren't explained fully despite being, mentioned or hinted at. The soundtrack is fitting, but at the same time it's not really remarkable. It doesn't take any huge risks with regards to sound. So a lot of the score was just, playing it safe and having the, the Avengers theme that we've heard from the previous movie, which was alright, nothing to write home about, but also nothing to really complain about. So the sound was good, the action was good, the direction was good, the acting was good, the script is pretty good as well. A lot of nice funny moments in there, the usual Marvel humor. It is just a little weak on the story side. And in fact, I think the events that happened in Age of Ultron don't necessarily affect the future Marvel movies all that much, at least not as much as the first Avengers did. Because, in the first Avengers, Tony Stark had that PTSD thing in Iron Man 3, and of course S.H.I.E.L.D. fell in Captain America the Winter Soldier. There was nothing really of that magnitude that happened in Age of Ultron, but nonetheless, it's still a pretty good movie. Massively entertaining, definitely fun to watch. This is what most of you guys are looking for when you want another Avengers movie. You're here to have fun, to watch your favorite characters battle some evil robots, and that's exactly what you're gonna get. I'm definitely gonna be seeing it again because I just had a lot of fun. Yes, it's definitely not perfect. Yes, it has its flaws, but I'm okay with that, and you should be too. The novelty of having all our favorite superheroes in one movie kind of wore off already because of the first Avengers, and I think this is sort of an issue that every Avengers movie is gonna have from now on, is that we've already seen everyone come together to fight a greater evil. And the novelty is just not there anymore, but that still doesn't detract from the fact that the movies are fun to watch, they're enjoyable, they're entertaining, And that's pretty much what you want from an Avengers movie. So Avengers Age of Ultron, if you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you like the subplots, or do you like how, you know, Ultron was portrayed? What didn't you like about the movie? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this review, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.